This is quite a system. Alright, let's call in the fleet. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 171. So we're on our capital ship, our Imperial class capital ship. Really nice. Not the largest of this class. It can get one size larger, but when you get yourself an A class freighter with 34 inventory slots, you can't really complain, and all the technology slots are bound together. Yeah, we'll take the mid-size. That's perfectly fine. Speaking of all of these wonderful, wonderful things here, let's go ahead and transfer some of this to our inventory. I think we'll have to sort it out a little bit later. These are going to be sold. The chloride lattice and the destabilized sodium. I like the idea of holding on to some extra of these high concentrated items. Ideally, we would get maybe some carbon crystal and something else here, but not necessarily. And then this phase B module we'll leave there. That's a lot of inventory. So hopefully we have plenty of space now for which to accept our expeditions back home. So first of all, I'd like to introduce you to the construction sector of our capital ship here. I just did a little bit of lighting and coloring. I do like the yellow. Yellow to me says construction. I don't know. I think that's good. So far, that's a nice little area. We're just getting started. This is just a path back to all the rooms that came built into the freighter, and then this would be our command section. Command blue is what I went with. Blue, blue. I did not like the different colored fleet sections. I was not a fan of that, so it doesn't matter what color the fleets are. This area is blue. So let's see what we got. We got money, lots of money, some geodesite, lots more money. That one's probably an item worth money. Magnetized ferrite, another item, more magnetized ferrite, iridesite. So it seems like the geodesite and the iridesite are pretty frequent. Ooh, torwort seeds. A spectacular plant, once thought entirely extinct. It blooms rarely, and its precious flowers have inspired poetry, music, and occasional murders. 3.3 million. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's debrief this commander. Money, money, activated indium, more money, some Korvax and Gek items, more Korvax items, and some money. That's too bad. Those we'll have to sell. And this fleet, this was the industrial mission. Super oxide crystal. Okay, superconducting fiber and Viking dagger. It was a short one though. That's not so bad. Let's see what it says for that super oxide crystal. Oh, made from oxygen. Right. Well, that wouldn't be such a bad thing to hold on to either. Look at all this inventory space. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Let's get some of this stuff ready to sell. Okay. We're going to sell a few things, and then we're going to depart and continue our journey of one unidentified star system every episode. But we have to pay the bills, and that's sort of what we're doing now. I'd like to sell out of my freighter inventory, please. Probably should just sell this activated indium, right? Oh my goodness, that's so much chromatic metal, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is 500,000. Superconducting fiber, I don't really care about that. I really don't care about this stuff either. Truth be told, if I did, then I would get it from a trading post on a planet. Let's sell half of our superoxide crystals. I don't need the Korvax casings. And then the rest is going to go into our storage. Wonderful. Now, how about our exosuit inventory? More activated indium. Really? I guess I'll get rid of this activated cadmium. There's no sense holding on to that when we have the other one. A fancy woodworking pitchfork, which is 776 years old, covered in burn marks. This tool must have seen a very strange life, but buried beneath the earth, it has drifted so far from its original story that we may never know its true purpose. That's cool. For almost 1,000,000 units. The torwort seeds have inspired poetry, music, and occasional murders. Those are over 1,000,000. Emerald. I suppose we'll leave the emerald in our inventory. And the cadmium. You can do stuff with that. Phosphorus, antimatter. Everything else looks good. I'm relatively... no, we don't need that. Chloride lattice. We could make it worth more if we broke it down into chlorine, but I don't see a reason for that. And then, of course, the sac venom and the gravitino balls are trade items. Oh, speaking of, I believe we're at a point in our life where we can... No, not that one. Where we can make the next one in sequence, right? The state phasure, right? And then we can make the Novae reclaimment, and then the last one is the modified quanta. And then from there... hold on. Nanode. Heart of the Sun. Gold. How are we out of gold? Oh, because I switched. Whoops. I switched craft. That's okay. We don't want to get into a fight. We're just going to jump into the next system. And I don't really know if we have the fuel for another big run. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's hold on to a lot of this here. It's magnetized ferrite. I think we'll go ahead. We'll hold on to that in our high capacity inventory. And we'll hold this like this. Now, part of what I want to put on the freighter, right, is some of this rare metal element. And this might end up being like not worth the space, but this is going to keep us kind of a reserve of a lot of units. So if we ever need a bunch of chlorine or ferrite, sodium, oxygen, we'll get one for carbon, and then I suppose we'll get tetracobalt here. All right. That being said, let's see where we're going to warp. We're going to warp with our freighter, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to warp with our freighter and not our explorer craft, is because I do not want to encounter any combat in this jump, because I want to jump really far, and I would like to find a system that hopefully, yeah, look at this, has a lot of planets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a moon. And I don't want to have any combat so that we have plenty of time to explore this system. Alright, let's jump with the whole craft. Cannot warp. Hyperdrive has no fuel. I would like to set waypoint. Okay. Now, as we were, to our hyperdrive. Right, well, I know we have no warp cells anywhere because we have to change our starship. Well, that's the thing. It happens. So I was down here just looking at various starship inventory. In case you were sort of wondering what was going on. So I guess we'll take a second to do that now instead of doing that when we get where we're going. We'll look at our various inventories. Yeah, look at all this. Geodesite and iridesite. We're going to be doing all right with that for quite a while here. And that's the stuff that is really, really well and truly expensive. Have I used up all of the space doing goofiness? I have. We can send that walker brain there. And the emerald we don't need back here. This Pugnium isn't staying here. Magnetized ferrite's probably not going to stay back here either. But we do have all this indium and activated indium. Oh my goodness. Some of this stuff will fit back there really nicely. Oh look, we got a module. Okay, well we need to turn that in. This we can store here. Yep, that's almost 500. Magnetized ferrite. Yep, ferrite dust. Emerald and cadmium down here. These are going to stay here. These are going to go to our freighter. As will the quad servos. Look at how much that inventory cleaned up. Not so bad. And this is still relatively good shape. Relatively. We're a little low on sodium and carbon. And, of course, this dihydrogen can go to the freighter. This chlorine, we don't need that much chlorine. And I did not mean to send that to the Starship. Alright, that's about where we want to be. Condensed carbon. So we'll move that over. Ammonia, uranium, phosphorus, dioxide, everything's looking good. We have all this activated copper still, too. Yikes. We don't need all that. Or this Pugnium. Okay, so that's what's in that Starship. We checked this Starship. This Starship doesn't have anything. That's what I was in earlier. Let's see if we put anything in this one. The defeat of the moon. Just a little bit of fuel. Okay. That's good. And then we'll check the Iotsun. Yep, our fighter. Oh, we gotta get that geared out and do some pirate hunting. All in due time. And then just pyrite in this one. Okay, so we're not really wasting resources in any of these. The only ship that really has an inventory is our hauler. But we could probably store things in other ships. I mean, not probably. We absolutely could. Tempted to leave the platinum here, although we do... Now we have the gold. Oh, almost made the stairs. Almost. Okay, so now that we have the gold in our inventory and we've got all of that other inventory sorted, we should also have warp drive fuel. So let's fuel that. There we go. And then we'll step foot right up here. Am I waiting to sell some of these? Maybe. I think I'm just going to push all of this to the Starship. That's what I'm going to do. All of it goes to the Starship. Okay. And then, do we have copyright in our... Oh, we do, but it's full. Okay. And that will also go to the Starship, which we can't. Okay. That one navigational data, we're going to take care of that one, too. Let's go to... Not Free Explore. Custom waypoint, please. Yes. Wait. No. Custom... Yeah. Don't confuse me. We had picked out a glorious system. And it says out of jump range because we never... Oh. Because we never upgraded our freighter, of course. We have to upgrade the drives. Okay, well that's the thing we have to do, but we are obviously not going to do that now. So that just means we're going to have to accept our exploration craft after all. Oh, we have work to do. Work to do on our capital ship. It's not fair to call it a freighter. It's an Imperial cruiser. Alright. Now, all of this stuff on here is to sell. Alright, then we'll go first, and then we'll warp the fleet in once we get where we're going. It just means we may have a fight, that's all. It's not a big deal. It's our little fleet. Alright. Alright, custom waypoint. There it is. Destination. Water, no available data. And we're using our explorer, so it must be an uncharted system. This might be the last uncharted system we go to for a little bit, so we can swing by a space station eventually. Maybe. We'll continue going to undiscovered systems, but they won't all be uncharted. We will have to, you know, take rest stops. Let's do it. This is our one. Alright, 5 planets and 1 moon in this uncharted system. First unknown planet, what do we have? Hexagonal planet. The watercolor of this planet. A lost red planet. Cadmium, phosphorus. A lost red planet? And it's got a moon. What sort of moon is this here? A mechanical moon? This is quite a system. Alright, let's call in the fleet. And let's see what this lost red planet's all about. I'm thinking we'll aim for this peninsula over here. Only 10 seconds until atmospheric entry. Appears to be a very rocky, craggy surface. A dry, worn landscape despite all the surface water. Let's even out our entry here so we can approach nice and steady. Sort of pale lavender sky. Oh, there's some harsh particulate. I feel like it's stripping the color out of everything. Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 slow down, slow down. There's some sort of intense ferrite deposits. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can fly through this atmosphere a little bit. It's actually a very thick atmosphere. It appears to get thicker the closer to sea level we go. Let's go ahead and find a landing spot on one of these large rocks. What sort of planet is this? It says a lost red planet, but the reign of Atlas, low sentinels. It's almost like a sepia planet. I wanted to say grayscale, like black and white, but it has its own sort of flora. Invisible bristles. Still manages to obtain photosynthesis. I'm not entirely convinced that this is the natural color of this planet. This could just be something affecting our perception of it or the way the light is refracting. Let's see what the water's like. Okay, not so bad. Not so bad. Let's get our Nautilon going. Doesn't appear to be a lot of aquatic life down here. Get our exocraft pad back. Okay. So it is relatively shallow. Oh, here's some fish. Okay, now we did find some fish. This opaque particulate seems to be even more present in the water as well. What was the weather listed as here? Atlas rain, I believe it said. Rain of Atlas. I would expect it to be a little more red, if that was the case. Oh, look, here's a whole school of fish. Is this a mountain in front of us? It is. Some very large rock formations on this planet. It's odd that underwater should be so similar to above water. No, no sunken buildings. Not on a planet like this. I wonder what sort of secrets a planet like this would hold. I mean, it's an interesting planet, but it's not winning a beauty award, and it's not really doing it for me. Oh, hold on, we have Lifeforms. Juvenile, always foraging, eats living sponges. Okay, and there's our ever-present sentinel. Don't forget about the sentinels. Why can I not call in my... Oh, I can. It's almost like there's only one color down here. Sort of orange, burnt sienna. All right, let's go find a part of this planet that's maybe more land than water. That way we can see what's going on. Whoa. Are you kidding me? A bountiful planet? Do I want to go back down to the Lost Red Planet? I sort of do. Let me see like a major landmass. There's sort of water everywhere, although that looks to be a good bit of land. We'll get one look here, and then we're going to the Bountiful planet. Alright, we're coming in kind of steep. Let's just come in nice and slow. Okay, a little hot. See, we're picking up that particulate again. So it's just as prevalent over here away from the coast as it is in the ocean. And look at the rainbow it's creating. It's like an orange and blue rainbow. Look at that. That's from the rain of Atlas. Wow. It's almost like the rain is hardening and calcifying and forming these structures. I feel like you could spend a lot of time studying this planet. Probably not unwrap all of its mysteries. But I do like that picture, so we're gonna go with that. Now, to the Bountiful planet. Oh, wait, there's too many planets in this system. Hold on. We have the Bountiful planet, but we also have a moon in orbit around this planet that we can't forget about, because if we're going to see it, now's probably a good time to see it. This mechanical moon. It doesn't look like it has water. But there's some sort of color variation in the atmosphere. No. I want to fly over here on this side of the Terminator so we can get a daylight feel. Alright. We're coming in through the atmosphere here. Very thin atmosphere on this planet. Lots of clouds. But the air quality itself is actually relatively thin. And this is a planet like what we've seen before. Let's see, we might actually try to settle down on this planet and gather some decorations. In fact, let's do that real quick. We'll grab a couple of decorations for us, and then we'll also, in that regard, we'll understand the difference of this place. Okay, so now we have the Heart of the Sun. So now what? I think we just build it here, right? The remembrance. Everything you ever knew is within. Okay. Cool. Now. Invisible mist. It says abundant flora and frequent fauna. Highly intelligent, eats nip-nip buds. What is the third? Subterranean relic. Oh, there is tetracobalt to be had here. No. Let's get some decorations. Stay on task. A couple at least. Oh, look at that condensed carbon. Well, I can't pass that up. You know, that's relatively natural sky color. It's not too bad here. Although the life forms seem to be pretty plentiful. Technically immortal. I don't see any low-hanging fruit. Easy decorations to scrounge up. And yeah. I mean, they're kind of cool, but okay, I know what we need. We're going to make a command decision. We're going to call the Azure Spark. Just for a bit. Just to maybe get some condensed carbon or whatever, and we'll see. We can drive around into maybe a denser area and find some decorations. That would be ideal. Look at that, dihydrogen crystals. Wow, the sun set fast, and then the sky changes color. There's our lost red planet over there. There's a terbium growth. Yeah. Come on. See if we can find one more before we leave. That would be really good. Alright. And away we go. Into the terbium fields. of the metal moon. It looks kind of neat at night. So much debris all over the place. And we are going to take this condensed carbon, please and thank you. Just one more. Terbium fields. There's quite a bit of them, actually. Alright, let's hop off and give it a scan. Maybe that's what it takes, huh? Sodium nitrate over there, in that direction. Alright, we'll go for the sodium nitrate. Look at that. Perfect landing. Alright, if I don't see another terbium growth, then we're just gonna have to press on without it. Some planets are bound to have them more than others. And if this is a, you know, less than normal, then that's just the way it goes, you know. This is gonna be worth my time though. A little bit of sodium, a little bit of oxygen. We're a little low on sodium. We're not really low on oxygen though, actually. I could probably leave that one be. But we're gonna take some anyways, because it's just so darn useful. Okay. Alright, I've had enough with this metal planet. Nope. Obviously, there's not that much terbium growth here that's ripe for plucking. This place is still growing, I guess. But this Bountiful planet, I would like to see some of that. Alright, let's punch out of the atmosphere. And let's get aligned. Oh, we have another planet over here with all kinds of red oceans. What are you? A wine dark planet. A wine dark planet? What the heck? Well, now I just don't know which one to go to first. A terraforming catastrophe. This is quite a system that we found here. What appears to be a beautiful, bountiful planet. And we have a hexagonal planet. And that's 5 and a moon. Kind of curious on that wine dark planet. We might have to do that next episode, though. We're starting to run out of time. We've only... Oh, tough. No, let's go to the Bountiful planet. That's the one I want to see. It has some very distinct continent formation on it. I might just destroy some of this. Though we do need to get more silver. Make sure we've filled everything up. This can go to our freighter. So far, I'd say we're doing well. On inventory specifically. Rid of that navigational data. Look at that. That's not so bad at all. Still about 17 seconds out. Ooh, getting a hostile scan. You think that's how that's gonna go? Over my chlorine. Alright. They're like, look out. That's a big exploration vessel. It's about to outgun us. There you go. Give me that chromatic metal. I'll take it. Oh, that's right. My combat frigate's in the area. You're lucky I can't call my whole capital ship. Alright, combat frigate, scramble the fighters. There's a couple of them here. There you go. You're done for. I've got news for you. In case you didn't catch the news flash, both of your friends are gone, so... No, try your phase beam somewhere else. History is what we call you now. As we were. That's the hexagonal planet. No. Stand by. What we're looking for is the Bountiful planet. Here we go. Okay, I absolutely want to be on the Dayside Terminator for our first exposure to this planet. Alright, let's pull out a warp there. Oh. Okay, so again with the distinctive continent formation, a lot of water on the surface of this planet though. I think if we want to get a good feel of this planet, we need to head to this connection of the continent where we have the landmass and easy access to water. Alright, let's slow our rate of descent. Okay. Alright. It absolutely appears to be some sort of green grass. Blue skies. Slow down. It's actually relatively flat. Slowing down. Green jungles and forests. A little bit of browning. Must be fall here. And the water though. Wow. Look at these though. Hold on, there's these large ore-filled... Well, it looks like the grass is trying to grow back. Could be from some sort of geological activity. Wow, massive clusters of oxygen-rich plants. We're gonna go ahead and touch down here in just a second. Torrential heat is the weather. Is this planet too hot? It feels fine. Like, oh, we have some creatures. Trees do me. Okay, alright. This is a new creature, though. Highly observant, eats grass. To me, eats rotten fruit, easily startled. What are you? Slow grazer. Absorbs nutrients. More life forms. Goodness. Shy. Nibbles at shoots. Alright, well I just want the dihydrogen crystals. Please don't panic. So we have this whole giant green planet and we landed here where it's all brown and... What is that? Hasty eats gravitino balls. No, we're gonna get a closer look at this thing. Well, for torrential heat, doesn't seem that hot. 26.6 Celsius? That's not that hot at all. There's something about this planet, though. Whoa. Wait, it just happened instantly, didn't it? Okay, so it's a hot storm. Alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's do some traveling along the coast. Okay, the jungles are pretty dense, except for these. Well, no, you see, you have some grass. You have some grassy fields here. Then you also have the areas where there was some sort of tectonic activity and the ground is scorched. I think we should be... Oh, nope, this is more jungle here. At this point, I'd like to get a view of the oceans. And we're over a significantly large section of land. There we go. Oh, there are areas out here in the ocean. Look at this. It didn't look like there was from orbit, but they're sandbars. They're like atolls. Hold on. We're still coming in the middle of the storm. Hang tight, slow down. Alright, reverse thrusters. You can see there's definitely some rich vegetation under the water. But a lot of sandbars, actually. Alright. We're going to go ahead and land on one. This is a very blue, Earth-like water. And we're going to see what its ecosystem is like. Oh no! Predator! I'm sorry, but you can't be like this. Not to me. Cold-blooded, eats organs. Well, it's definitely cold-blooded now. Okay, well, so we definitely have, it looks like, a bit of seagrass and some sort of salt-based coral formations. Very, very salt, high salt content in this ocean. It might have something to do with the superheated storms, but whoa. This is a whole cave? Oh my goodness. It's a whole under the ground ecosystem. These deep water channels run for miles. No. Okay, we're out of the deep water channel. Look at these. Some sort of swimming reptile. And it looks some sort of quadruped. Look at these deep water channels. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hold on. Descend. Thank you. Trying to figure out what that sound is. I don't think that's the boost, but now it's got me wondering. Oh, look, we can drive through here. Hold on. We're just gonna ram right through. Okay, so on top of the deep water channels, there's also a very intricate cave system down here. Quite a bit of rich marine life. It doesn't seem like the storm is quite stopped yet. I imagine that's probably the norm on this planet. Okay, well at this point... Ooh! You're a new predator as well, are you not? No, same one. It was not me, Sentinel. It was not me. Let's see if we can find a monolith anywhere. I don't think we can, so if it's an uncharted system, then really, there's no way to get a portal to this place, is there? Oh my. Because this planet is fairly neat. I mean, stormy, but... Let's drive. We'll drive for a little bit and we'll scan for a monolith a couple of times. And we'll just see. We'll see. That's the wrong one, of course. Oh, what am I saying? No, we're on a giant island. Whoa. Look at this creature. Some sort of insect. Long-distance migration, eats flowers. Rapid self-healing. It's got some sort of chitinous exoskeleton. Hold on. A creature like that could only survive through extremely high oxygen concentration in the atmosphere. Insects of that size require an extreme atmospheric pressure to be oxygenated. No, that's reptilian. Or both? Could be some species I'm unaware of. Alright, well, we're gonna get the condensed carbon. Please don't be angry with me. No! Another predator. One of the few problems in this area, but it's not the end of the world. Just like that, the storm is over. I think it's time that we wrap up the episode. We have a few more planets in this system to explore in the next episode before we leave. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I hope you've had a good time watching, because I have had a good time playing. See you next time, and until then, take care.